right now. However, what we're going to try to do next year is to turn this into an academic quad where we can have students have this lounge space outside where they have it similar to the main part of campus where we have this lounge area. We can have it on our part. So anyone that's down our end still has this sense of community, a place to relax, a place to de-stress. And all these will be pending funding and approval. But what's nice about this is all the funding would basically go towards the materials that we would need. What we're trying to do is get professors and students on board where we'd be able to carry out most of the work. Have these distance learning rooms, I think, would be very beneficial. Smaller issue, the water fountains in our building, like everything else in the building, they're kind of out of date now. And it's on the main part of campus too. If there would be some way where we'd be able to have like water bottle refilling stations, I know that's becoming very popular. But it'd also just be very good just to show, people that we're putting the initiative forward, that we want to, help save the environment, not using as much plastic, and also making improvements to our campus. There's been talk over night classes. Many students work during the day, so if we could have more night classes for the architecture program, we would be very appreciative of that. There's been talks about enrollment priorities. There are some complaints in the architecture forum that got brought up where they were voicing their concern over student athletes getting priority enrollment when it feels like every other student is just kind of thrown to the wayside. There were concerns about the building, the program. I'm sorry, I lost it. The concerns that were expressed during the academic forum, they were mostly smaller things. The biggest ones that we had were about the building. The smaller ones were about the program. And then there were also some smaller, really small ones about the taste of the coffee. A lot of students weren't all that thrilled about the coffee at Ed Hall, and we drink a lot of coffee. We would like to be able to meet with the SGA at the beginning of the semester. It's great that we had the academic forum at the end, but if we would be able to meet at the beginning to not only address concerns at the end after everything's already happened, but at the beginning and saying this is what we're going to need for this semester, we would be really appreciative of that. There's been talk about getting newer chairs and newer desks in the building. They still work fine, and that's something that, if it's possible, we'd be very happy to have, but it's not completely necessary right now. There's a back gate on the campus. It'd be helpful for us to get to the building quicker. I know that there's been all kinds of issues between the towns debating, whether we can open the gate up and let students through or let it be closed off. But a lot of students voiced a concern about this, and that if there was an emergency at Ed Hall, they would have to basically go through the entire campus, which you guys know would be a huge drive for them. So if there'd be some way that the back gate could be open, if there'd be a security person working there, if there's some way that that could be possible, we'd be very appreciative. So thank you very much for listening, and thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, Brian. We will now welcome the Senator for the School of Engineering and Computing Sciences, Mir Mosem.
Thank you, Melissa. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mozamir. I'm the Center for School of Engineering. So we held the academic forum 2 weeks ago, and the School of Engineering and Computer Science had a good turnout of students. Although this time we had less number of professors attending the forum, but overall we had